And welcome back to the XM Live. This is Friday Swing with Mr. Doug Ruber and myself, guys.
Right,
So
doing man.
today, pretty boring start of the day because London session, as usual, didn't do anything. What we had is actually few pips here and there on gold, on maybe euro, gold, dollar, yen. So basically, guys, nothing much has happened. As usual, the US is the main session, the US is the leader. And of course, after the US, there is a Tokyo session, which definitely overshadows London in terms of volatility. So, guys, let's enjoy the moment and let's see what we have right now. Yesterday, five positions in GBP dollar gold long. Every single of them went into big profits. Now I'm shorting all. I'm going against everyone, everything, and against literally, I think, most of the participants in the market because I know everyone is buying gold. But I'm a little bit Captain Contrarian. I'm like
Oh,
Doug
there you
now.
go.
Doug,
There you go.
what's up? How are you?
Hammered down. Hey, doing all right. Fair. Let's say just another fantastic Friday. Trying to finish out this week with some style. That's about it. Nothing too extraordinary from my end of the world. Just super hot market. This is why contrarian trading works. A couple of thousand points in the last week or so on the US 100, US 500. Everybody just tore into it, went higher. Um, that's what happens. That's what happens when you start getting sell off. So, what do we do today? Geez, I don't know. We're kind of lofty up here. Things will probably have to settle in, but let's just say it was good, man. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that for today, and we'll take a look at what we can get ourselves into. Want to give a big shout out, not just to you, Tarantula, but to all the YouTube viewers out there
Doug.
joining us here for the first time. You'll notice the handsomeness coming from Nanad and
Well, and from you,
just
Doug,
me,
I need to
just right
say,
here. That's me here working around it every day that the markets are open. We are here at XM with live sessions constantly.
thank you.
Education is goal number one, and that's what we're here for. So
Thanks,
if you
Doug.
have a question, like you want to do anything, make sure you guys bring it up. That's what we're here
I need
for,
to return
and make sure
compliments
you.
to you, definitely, because you also
Uh,
look great, in a great shape, very lean, very sharp, Doug. And I can see that you
thank
are
you.
still
Good
in
lighting.
sports, and that's actually great. You're in a good shape.
Thank you. I try to be, but I depends on what I'm doing. Uh, but I but I
Well,
try. I try. I put forth an effort. Put forth an effort.
Doug. Last couple of days, we've been witnessing a lot of volatility again in dollar, in yen. After a huge drop, let's say in dollar yen towards 140, we can see still a recovery towards 150. However, my personal honest opinion is that dollar yen should be going down. Actually, dollar yen resistance, I would say, is around 150 now. Give it a and take it a bit of pips up and down, but that's basically resistance. Do you think that we will actually have? I really don't think so. But let's say, do you think that we will have a complete recovery of dollar yen? Because I've been hearing a lot of talks that dollar yen is still going up towards 160. It will go there again. Honestly, I don't think so because we know that it's there is an imminent rate cut from Fed. So I really don't think that dollar yen is going to go again towards 160. I think that we are done with this big uptrend and that we will be mostly selling the rallies. What do you think?
I agree. I think 160 is very optimistic. Maybe 152 or 151, maybe. But probably I would say that would be a no. Everybody kind of knows what's going to happen. This is probably just a panic rally, which is normal. This is why we do the contrarian ordeal. You get a little oversold, you get a little overbought in anything. They tend to turn around pretty aggressively. That's why people trade them. But then once you've already made these aggressive moves, then, well, there isn't much meat left on the bone, they say, right? There's not a whole lot left there, in my opinion, to the upside. I think you have that with a lot of assets right now. They were very strong, like gold. Needs a little bit of a rest, probably before it gets another gear through the highs. This probably pulls
Yes.
back. Markets probably fade down a little bit. That's just normal processes in charts, right? That's what they do. I agree. I think 160 is really getting ahead of yourself here on
Doug.
that.
Okay.
151, 152 here. Chart wise, looks like it's a sell right now. Right?
Look, Doug, this is what I've been talking about yesterday. Look, I didn't take this trade because I was really involved with this gold, sorry, GBP dollar. I was buying every single dip in GBP dollar, so I didn't actually take a look into other markets that much. But I analyzed dollar yen because I had question during my session. What about dollar yen? And this is a very, very scholastic example of, I would say, a diving board pattern. So what is a diving board? First, it starts with a V-shaped reversal. Then there is a horizontal move followed by a bounce. But this is actually diving board because when you jump from the diving board, first you jump up and then you go head dive, right? So this is
I
basically it.
see that. Yeah,
This is
yeah,
diving board, and this is actually now
yeah.
I'm not happy that I didn't take the trade. I was waiting a little bit for, to be honest, 88.6 here. Well, look, when you have such a big range, sometimes the market doesn't exactly hit the level, but it stopped short of 88.6 here and it started diving, nosedive. So this is what I predicted, but like, look, I didn't trade this. Honestly speaking, today is Friday, so we might see some profit taking, and we should not forget that in the afternoon we still have the US news, and whatever the news is, I think it's something like building permits or housing markets. No, it doesn't matter because every single news from the US is important for volatility. When we talk about intraday volatility, the most important news is always the US news, right? So everything else
Yes.
is maybe from Japan also, but that's it. Europe, Germany, all other countries for majors for these moves, not exotics, of course. It's totally useless. So I want to see what the data will be. But look, whatever happens, I expect, even if we see a rally in the dollar yen, I will definitely sell the rally in dollar yen. Now, what it means is that, well, based on the news momentum, it can go up maybe here and boom. I will definitely try to sell it. Gold still pushes up. I shorted it. Maybe it will be stop loss hit. I don't know. Look, basically, I'm shorting this pattern here, right? So maybe maybe I was a little bit early in a trade. However, I wanted to exploit this movement. No problem. I have small risk here, nothing much. Already made a lot of profits this week, so I can take some risks here and there. Anyway, I would like to see gold down because if it goes down, I will be first to buy it later for a better price because I really cannot buy here. It's too high. So it would be nice that we see a pullback towards lower levels, and here maybe around 24.50 there could be a buying opportunity. But look, it will depend on the US news again because US
Yeah.
news give momentum to trades. For intraday trading, the most important is momentum. And now the only, I would say, momentum we have is US session, Tokyo session, eventually a little bit of Frankfurt session, and London session is flat. And then we roll again. When we have, of course, cross session. Well, when London spills into New York session, then we also have, of course, a lot of volatility, but it's coming mainly from the US. So this is why I prefer guys to maybe I would say take a little bit bigger risk during US session than during London session. Yes. And good ATG to you also.
Yep. Good day, TG. That looks like a diving board
Yes,
pattern there,
exactly,
but like
Doug.
they kind of like in the midst of doing the flip, getting a
Yes.
little bit more, just a little higher before they do the axis downwards,
Yes.
right?
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly. It looks
they
like
got a
a diving board.
good spring off that board they got, but I guess it'll pull back there a little bit. But TG, if you got any ideas on your mind or trading something, just bring it up. But
Also,
I do agree. I tell you what, it's been man, what a power week it's
oh
been.
yes.
VIX got crushed. Just like that, you've moved up an enormous amount of points. And just like a tip here, as time goes on, probably the reason these dips do get bought up so badly like this, you just don't get very many of them, and you don't get that many opportunities to make trades. Like you got 500 plus points in less than a week on the S&P. You got 2,000 plus on the Nasdaq. That's like half of a year gains right there in the matter of a week. Like that is just enormous movement that you won't get. And now that you've made that move and you've reclaimed certain moving averages, you're probably going to just kind of go flat, right? You won't have any more volatility at all, slow down, and you'll have to wait for super huge opportunities like that. I mean, that's big money, guys. That is big money on a flat, just Nasdaq contract. Just one on a regular sizer is about $40,000 over the last week. So think about that. Think about what kind of career you're dipping your toes into here, right?
Yeah, we have few comments.
That stuff's insane, man. Big money there, guys.
Always follow
We
the
got
big money,
USD,
guys. Yes.
CHF, Euro USD. Oil is dropping like a stone.
All right, let's go. Euro, dollar.
Let's go.
Well, guys, look, yesterday I was long, but the problem was the US news, of course. GBP dollar didn't hit stop. I bought two more positions down when it dropped, but euro dollar, I let it run to the stop loss. But you know what I think about euro. I didn't change any opinion. Euro is in uptrend. Forget about this candle, guys. This is US based volatility. This is AI candle. What is AI candle? It's easy to identify AI candle, artificial intelligence. Call it a robot, call it a quant, call it expert advisor. It's a program like that we already know, which is used to trade the news, and you cannot fight it. There is no chance that humans can fight it. If we ever get a war between machines and humans, we don't stand, machines and us. If there is a war between machines and us, we will not stand a chance. That's for sure, because it's reflected in every part of our life. I don't know, guys, if you ever used ChatGPT or you used any other program to give advanced commands. So, like, not just an ordinary email or writing an article, whatever, but let's say any sort of calculation, any sort of, for example, a simple stuff like caloric intake. How much calories should I eat to get lean? Look, it calculates macros like proteins, carbs, and fats in a split second, and it writes it down. So imagine the processing power of an artificial intelligence when it comes to ordinary things. Ordinary things. This is slightly out of the ordinary. It's trading, right? But it's not, wow, rocket science. Do you think that anyone could stop this from happening? No, guys. So if you were there because you had a position and your stop loss was here, 100% you were stopped out, right? Why? Because this is AI candle. So how to identify AI candle? Look for the news and look what happens after the news. If there is something like this, you know that it's an AI candle. So what is the advantage of knowing the AI candle? You know that it's just temporary, right? So this candle is temporary candle. It will not change the trend because this news was not like US will hike. No, this was ordinary, I don't know, unemployment data in the US. So this is just, momentum based candle, which was driven by algos, quants, programs, algorithms, AIs, right? So you discard it. You don't care about it. So the only way you could make another trade, at least me, is to wait for this to happen and then next dip I will buy. This is how I'm going to buy euro dollar.